We on? We're good. And we are back Friday morning.
Boker Tov, Yeladim.
Everyone say, what do you say in the morning? At school?
Where's the coffee?
No, Yigdal or?
Yigdal Matovu. Matovu's always a big one in the morning.
No, there's that other
huh?
one.
No, Matovu, Yigdal, Adon Olam.
Adon Olam is what I'm thinking.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Because, Adon Olam's got the three cowboys.
Right.
Kid Ruchi, Billy Ratius, and Billy Sachlis. Yeah. So.
All right. Welcome to Memphis and the Cooper Invitational Friday morning action. We are about set to bring you a Tier 2 quarterfinal game between the Fasman Yeshiva High School and the Charles E. Smith Jewish Day School Lions. Looking for some roster info on these squads here.
Have it. Here's Fasman.
There is Fasman.
The Lions.
Charles E. Smith out of Rockville, Maryland.
The bookkeepers have it for a minute. The bookkeeper.
Yeah, the bookkeeper. That's one of my favorite wrestling heroes.
The bookkeeper?
The bookkeeper, yeah. Comes out with a ledger.
Yes, absolutely. So does Robert De Niro. You got nothing. You got nothing.
So we're kind of flying blind here, Stuart. We haven't seen either of these teams play yesterday. I'm not sure if I've ever seen. Charles E. Smith was here last year, weren't they?
I believe Charles E. Where are they from?
From Rockville.
Yes, correct. They were here last year.
I don't think I saw
We did
a
not
game.
see them. We did not see them the entire time.
And nor yesterday. So you and I have never had the privilege of calling the action of a Lions basketball game.
And, my son used to live in Rockville.
Yeah.
Now he took his talents to South Beach.
Right.
But thank you very much. Here you go. Here's your
all right.
Do it this
so
way.
Fasman. Oh, yeah, right.
All right.
I'm Josh Thomas here alongside Stuart Thomas. If you'd like to send along wishes and regards from the internet world, you can reach me at JT on the cards. That's JTONTHECARDS. I'm Josh Thomas alongside Stuart Thomas. We've just been handed some lovely tournament T-shirts here. Yeah,
but we're not parting just yet.
No. Well, hopefully we'll part earlier today than maybe we have in past Fridays. I think
it's true.
Tournament seemed to move smoothly yesterday. All right, both teams now taking the floor. Get these lineups to you. Starting for JDS out of Rockville is number 42, Nadav Callender. Number 3, Daniel Kuhnreich. Number 24, Nathan Schachter. 23, Brian Shore, and I missed the last one. There's the opening tab. Number 31, Joel Halpern. I'll get you the Fasman lineup here in just a moment. Fasman wins the opening tap. They'll be going left to right here across your screen in their blue uniforms with white trim. The Lions in white with gold and blue trim. Here's number 22 into the corner, dips it back out to number 14, Donnie Mashiach. And now Gavi Parouche sets the offense. Right elbow. Down along the baseline, Sam Golden. Patient offensive set here for Fasman to get the game rolling. Early Friday morning.
Lions have come out in a man-to-man defense, playing kind of a lot of energy at the start here in the morning. Really good defensive set here for the Lions, actually.
Fasman content to try to find it, get a really nice shot inside, and number 20, Michael Eunice, misses the shot on the interior and then compounds the problem by going over the back and whistle for the foul.
Referee Todd Eaton's going to have none of that. In fact, we have the A-team of referees on this early Friday morning game.
Now here are the Lions on their first possession, facing a zone defense as well from Fasman. They swing it on the perimeter into the left corner now.
Coach McLeod calling for the four-corner offense.
Both teams patient on offense to start here.
Nice skip pass there. That'll get somebody open.
And a penetration and a kick into the left corner. Oh, and just off the mark is Daniel Kuhnreich for the first attempt for the Lions. But a nice set. They got an open look from three.
Absolutely.
Just slightly off the mark. Had it in the cylinder, couldn't get it to fall. Now here's Mashiach for Fasman on the left side of the floor. We got a Mashiach. Is that Mashiach with his
22?
That was Gavi Parouche with his keeper in his mouth. Did he end up scoring with the keeper?
He scored with the keeper in his mouth. That might be a first.
That is inspiring. Did not want to have to retrieve it later on, so good job by Parouche. 2-0 lead for Fasman. Just 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. First game of Friday morning here on Court 1. Lions tried to get it inside to Schachter. The ball is stolen, turnover. First turnover of the game on either side. Driving left baseline is Parouche, and he's fouled, and he'll go to the line for two. So
I mean, I think part of the problem there was he didn't have the yarmulke in the mouth.
Right.
It was on his head.
Yeah, he's clearly better.
He's clearly better with the yarmulke in the mouth.
Right. So Parouche, after the bucket on the last possession, now looks to score from the charity stripe. His first is good.
Nice form. Fasman is from where?
Skokie. This is Skokie Yeshiva.
Okay.
Second from Parouche is also good, so he's got 4 early points, and he's given Fasman a 4-0 lead here as the clock ticks down to 5 minutes in the first quarter. Lions doing a nice job of spreading the floor against this zone defense. Look, they're trying to get.
They have 4 around the perimeter and 1 at the high post, and they're just going to keep moving it around, maybe a skip pass, and then that'll get somebody open.
Do a really nice job of ball rotation.
Absolutely.
Another opportunity in the corner for that was Kuhnreich again, and he couldn't get it to go, but offensive rebound for the Lions. They reset the offense. So they've gotten 2 good looks, just haven't gotten either of them to fall. Coach McLeod calls a timeout, wants to talk to his charges and discuss how he'd like to see them attack this zone defense.
No, I mean, well, first of all, I mean, it seems to me that he's got the right idea. They're playing against the zone, so they need to just move the ball around the perimeter like they were doing. A skip pass every now and then, get somebody usually open, possibly get it into that high post, and he can kick it back out.
I think that might be.
They've gotten some good looks. They just haven't fallen yet, but.
Well, I think it might be what he wants to discuss is trying to. They haven't been able to get it into that high post position, which I imagine would allow them to open up some more shooting opportunities.
Right.
But they haven't been able to figure out how to get it inside. So far it's all been just ball rotation, a skip pass, but they, like you said, they have gotten 2 decent looks from Kuhnreich, one in the corner for a 3 that was just off the mark, and then a driving runner along the baseline that he shot a little too strong. Might have liked to see him go glass there. But here they are. Oh, pass nearly tipped away by Golding, but Lions maintained the possession. Schachter tried to set a pick, wasn't able to, and now they reset the offense. Corner to Shore.
Coming out of that timeout, Fasman's kind of stepped up their defense a little bit and moved it out a little bit. Could be maybe even a 1-3-1 or a 1-2-2.
There's Kuhnreich for another 3 that's just off the mark, bounces in and out. Might have been a long 2, so might have seen a toe on the line. Parouche might want to get another clip for his keeper because it's already fallen off again.
It's already making me uncomfortable.
Yeah, and he's going back to the mouth now, and he's I think the referee informs us he's really not going to be able to play with it
in his mouth. Right.
Well, I just think he needs either another clip or wearing one of the official issue tournament keepers with the built-in clips.
At the next timeout, I'll ask referee Todd Eaton how many times in his career he's made that call.
Here's Golding now on the right elbow, back to the Parouche at the top of the key. They exchange the ball up on top, content to probe this defense for an open look.
And I think Fasman should be extremely patient here. They have nowhere, they really don't have anywhere to rush, nothing to try to press the issue.
Here's Golding again. He's got Eunice on his right. Oh, they try to find Perush underneath the basket.
There's no reason to try to force the issue. First of all, you're winning. And second of all, the Lions are kind of playing into your strong point of just being patient and passing the ball around.
Number 31, Joel Halpern in the game for JDS. He might have been a starter, actually.
It's Shore.
Now here's Shore. They exchange the ball up high. Trying to find a flasher inside. No one. Eunice is doing a really nice job of preventing the entry pass into the post. Now here's Halpern dribbling with the left hand, trying to penetrate on his own, kicks it out. Ball rotates over to Shore. Skip pass to Kuhnreich. He thinks about it, doesn't take it.
Oh. Kuhnreich is obviously the person they're looking to spot up.
And maybe after missing his first couple shots, might be a little trigger shy right now. If you're a shooter, though, you got to keep on shooting. And
Absolutely.
That's the only way you can find the
Definitely.
mark. Cannot score if you don't put it up.
Like to see him try to get it into Calendar there in the middle. He seems to be open. Nice little Euro step move there by Halpern for the bucket.
First basket of the game for the Lions. Halpern drove it at the defense. Took advantage of maybe an extra step. Got it to go. Here's Golding for a long three, short. Offensive board for Fasman. Can't get it to go. Ball is staved in bounds, and Fasman maintains the possession. Sends it back out to Golding. Second chance opportunity here for Fasman. Into the corner. Mashiach.
And again, Fasman just really needs to be patient on offense right now because the Lions are playing kind of a tough defense. They're long, and I think that in Fasman with the lead here, they need to just take their time and be patient, and it'll come to them. They do not need to press the issue at this point.
Perush, right corner, dribbles out of some pressure, resets the offense. Golding on his left, he gets the ball now. Finds Eunice along the baseline, can't get the runner to go. Lions look to run. Fast break. Oh, great block by Golding on Calendar. And then he loses his handle, and he got a 3-on-0 breakaway right here for the Lions. And another great block by Golding. Back-to-back blocks from Golding. He gets high. And then end-to-end action right here as Perush loses the hand on the Lions, look to slow it down.
Unbelievable block there. He may have pinned that up against the backboard.
Yeah, he gets up high. And now here's a three from Shore off the mark. So Lions.
Dude, you got to tell them you're going in.
The Lions have not been able to find the mark.
Guys are looking at me like I have to tell somebody I'm going in.
Oh,
nice pass. Nice play. Well played.
That was Klein into, I believe, Golding. Nice interior passing for Fasman. They go up 6-2, 5 seconds to play in the quarter. Kuhnreich notices the clock situation. Gets it over to Halpern, who can't get the shot to go. And after one quarter play, low-scoring quarter, but pretty well played. Both teams getting good looks at the basket, just can't get shots to fall. And after a quarter of play, it's Fasman 6, JDS Lions 2. Again,
early morning Friday. They had a late night last night at the Malco watching The Blind Side. So they just got to get into the flow of the game. I think Fasman has done a great job of being patient on the offensive end. Defensively, they're playing a really kind of a tight 2-1-2. They're kind of playing a tight 2-1-2 defense, maybe even a 1-2-2, packing it in really, and making the Lions shoot from the outside. And the Lions have good ball movement around the perimeter, but nothing's really falling for them just yet.
What I really like is the pace of the game. We played that quarter in about 13
I mean,
minutes.
that was one of the quickest quarters we've
and again,
had.
And it wasn't too overly. That's what you get from a veteran officials
For
crew.
sure.
I mean, there were some whistles when the calls had to be made. They were made, but by and large, didn't see a lot of the kind of touch fouls on the perimeter that we saw a lot of yesterday. That can kind of get a 4-game schedule stretched out a little bit too long. You got 4 games to get played. You have to kind of. It's not a matter of swallowing the whistle as much as knowing when calls need to be made. And the game and the basketball is better, even though it was low scoring. I actually enjoyed that quarter. I thought it was a well played quarter.
A lot of listen. What's his name? Sam Golding. Two really nice blocks in a row.
Yeah, very exciting minute of basketball there towards the end as both teams went up and down the court. Yoni Aberman in the ballgame now for Fasman, number 21. Fasman forcing the Lions further and further away from the basket. Halpern with the finding.
Nice. Oh.
He found Shore cutting.
Like to see Shore go up with that instead of make that extra pass there.
Tried to dump it down to Gaby Swagel in the ballgame now for the Lions. Missed opportunity there, but they retain possession. Skip pass into the corner, right corner now, back out to Halpern. He kicks it into Swagel. Now here's 3 opportunity passed up there. They've got a shooter in the corner. There's Coonwright. He dribbles into the lane, dumps it off to a teammate underneath the basket, and that was Swagel. Does a nice job of converting, 6-4. The Lions cut the lead back down to 2. Good offensive possession there.
Good offensive possession and really good ball movement. Good recognition of the open man there.
Now here's Fasman. That was number 21, Yoni Aberman with the shot. He misses it. Second chance opportunity for the Fasman, and then Michael Eunice on the 3rd try gets it up and over the rim and in, and the lead is back to 4. 8-4. Fasman. Eunice does a nice job on the board, especially on the offensive side. 3 opportunity passed up again there for the Lions. Here's Halpern now, left elbow. He's got Coonwright spotting up to his left. Aberman notices it and starts to shadow over there. Penetrates. Takes it off. Had Short cutting across the middle, didn't get him. Oh, then a nice cut, kick out to the left-hand side, and Halpern misses badly. They've got Eunice running the floor. Does a nice job of retrieving the basketball.
I think Halpern may have stepped out of bounds.
Halpern stripped him of the ball, but his foot was on the baseline and nearly got the steal, but not able to do so. Ball stays on this side. 8-4 Fasman. Just over 2 minutes gone in the second quarter. Aberman into the corner to Eunice. He dribbles underneath the basket, up and in, uses his body well.
Good body control there by Eunice.
Shields the defender with his body. Lead is 6, biggest lead of the ball game for Fasman, 10-4.
Oh.
Poor pass there from Swagel is swatted away.
Golding is very athletic and very long on the defensive end. Those kind of passes, you're not going to be able to get past them.
He's now got a steal and 2 blocks. Nearly loses the handle on the offensive side and then does so. Halpern over to, that was Halpern to Shore. Shore gets the layup. Nice transition bucket there for the Lions. Cuts the lead back to 4, 10-6. A little more offense here to start this quarter.
Nice pass.
Klein can't get the layup to go. Gets his rebound, misses that. And right now, Klein and Eunice are doing a really nice job on the offensive boards for Fasman. Unable to convert, but giving themselves more opportunities each time down. And coaches Scheinman call a timeout.
Right.
And they will talk it over. But again, the Lions don't have an answer on the offensive boards for Fasman's Eunice and Klein.
Board.
Well, on their defense,
on the defensive board,
to keep the Fasman off the offensive board. Eunice and Klein are crashing, and I mean the Lions are going to have to do a better job of boxing them out because they don't have the height to out-jump them.
Right.
And especially if you throw Golding into the mix there, if Golding can get involved on the offensive board.
But it's not right. But as we know, it's not height. As you very well know, it's certainly not height. It's more positioning and where you are on the court and being able to get the get, to box the man out.
They're going to have to find an answer because they were fortunate to dodge the bullet there because Klein and Eunice both had a chance to put that back up and build the lead back up to 6. Ball ended up out of bounds, and it will be the Lions' possession as they come out of this timeout. Back to action now. Lions bring the ball up court. Shore across the timeline. He's got Kuhnreich to his left. Kuhnreich gets it now and sends it into the corner to Shore. Kuhnreich drives the lane, puts it up with the left hand, and gets it to go, and one. Kuhnreich saw a small opportunity, very small window, but went through it, got the basket to go.
And he certainly looks like the playmaker here. Halpern likes to make things happen, but it looks like Kuhnreich's the scorer on this team, even though he hadn't been able to get it to go just yet till now. But now I think he looks like the kid that they're going to get most of their scoring from what I can see.
Gets the free throw to go. 3-point play for Kuhnreich. The lead is back down to 1, 10-9. Nearly a travel by Zev Lafer in the game now for Fasman. Jared Unger now on the floor also for the Lions, number 50. Here's Golding. Just beyond the free throw line on the right side. The pass goes astray, and it's going to be over and back. Ball wasn't tipped.
Good
turnover.
Good point by Scheinman.
Turnover for Fasman, and the Lions now have a chance to take their first lead of the ball game. They trail by 1 as we are about halfway through the second quarter. Kuhnreich dribbling between the circles. Into the corner to Shore. Back to Kuhnreich. He's got Callender on his right. They exchange the ball up top. Try to find Unger along the baseline. Don't get it to him. Now here's Kuhnreich, top of the key. Shadowed by Golding. Brett Halpert in the game also for the Lions.
Yeah, he walked with it.
Callender a little too quick with the feet. Whistled for the travel. Turnover, and Coach McLeod wants a timeout to talk things over here.
He might want to keep some of these timeouts for
a
little bit later on in the game here. 10-9, 3:41 the second quarter. Not much going on.
Could have waited for the next media timeout.
I think he could have waited for the next media timeout. Or he could have just waited for halftime. There's a novel idea.
Once again, though, game moving along at a swift pace.
First horn.
We got a first horn there?
We got a first horn.
Yeah.
I didn't hear it, but there we go. Now we're cooking with gas. Now you start hearing a little bit of noise from the other court as another game is going on there now.
After the timeout, Fasman with the ball. Zevi Shapiro in the game for Fasman. They pass the ball along the perimeter. Got Klein down underneath the basket. Nice. Oh, and he gets the ball from Perush.
Good ball movement again.
Perush flashed into the middle, got it, and just immediately zipped it over to Klein, who got fouled going up. He'll have 2 free throws, trying to build on this 1-point Fasman lead. It's 10-9. Klein's first attempt from the free throw line today.
You wonder if that was a play drawn up by the Scheinman brothers in that last timeout.
Got a really nice look. Unfortunately, Klein misses the free throw. He'll have a second. 1-point lead for Fasman. Second free throw rattles home. Nice soft touch from the big man. Gets it to fall. 2-point lead, 11-9. Kuhnreich across. Picks up his dribble, doesn't have anybody. Now finds, that was Halpern. Had Shore open, didn't find him. Fasman looks to trap and does a nice job of getting a steal. And then a good job by Kuhnreich to prevent the layup, and then a miss from Perush, surprising. And here's Klein going up strong. Oh, and then a great block from Coonrod like
again,
2 blocks,
two blocks
on
in a row.
that
He's
possession.
doing his inner Sam Golding impression.
Well, he actually turned the ball over on the offensive side. Fasman, the first time we've seen that, where they brought a second defender up and sprung the trap and was able to get the steal. Coonrod, though, with strong defense on the other side, got 2 blocks. The ball ultimately went out of bounds off of Fasman, and the Lions avert points on off the turnover. Oh, nice set play off the coming across half court. They quickly get it over to Shore. He gets the bucket to go, and we're tied. First tie since 0-0. It's 11 all. No lead changes yet. Here's Parouche out near the center circle. Left-hander along the baseline is no good from, I believe that was Shapiro. He can't get it to go, and now here come the Lions. First chance for the first lead, 11 all. Halpern brings the ball back out, swings it over to Callender. Stolen by Golding, his second steal of the game with those long, loses the ball going up. Might have been looking for contact, doesn't get it. And then on the second attempt by Shapiro, he's fouled, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Again, the Lions are just getting killed with the fact that they cannot protect their defensive board. This is really going to, as we continue, it's going to really hurt them more and more.
So Shapiro came in a few minutes ago. He'll have his first attempt at the free throw line. Can't get it to fall. Gabby Swagel checking back into the game for the Lions, replacing Callender. Shapiro's second attempt is likewise no good. Nice rebound from Unger. Quickly up court is Halpern. They trap again and nearly get another steal. Fortunate not to have that pass stolen by Parouche. Now here's Coonrod. Lions have to recognize that trap, and here it comes again. Do a really nice job of instituting it. And ball is lost going up by, that was Swagel, and the ball ends up going out of bounds off of Fasman. Fasman doing a really nice job of kind of surprising the Lions after playing content to play a zone defense. They're still playing a zone, but they're springing a trap when they see an opportunity to catch a dribbler up high, and they've nearly gotten 2 steals. Got 1 steal, nearly got a second. Now here's Halpern, guarded by Golding. And the pass to, that was Shore. His pass to Halpern goes out of bounds, and turnover for the Lions. So both teams a little sloppy with the basketball the last couple of possessions. Eunice checks back in for Fasman.
And he checked back in. He just kind of checked back in. He just said, I'm going back in.
Mashiach is likewise going to come back in at the next whistle, and then now Fasman turns the ball over. Both teams having a little trouble catching the passes right now. It's 11 all. A little over a minute to play here in the first half. Halpern across. He's got Shore, and then I think we're going to get an illegal pick from Unger. He looked to set the pick up high and kind of put a forearm into the defender. And
unfortunately, it was like right in front of the referee. And you're going to get that call every time. When you move that shoulder down like that, you're just going to get that call on you every time. Again, it's one of those things where it may not be a foul. It just looks like a foul, and you're going to get called.
And then, I think it's about our 5th straight turnover. So, Fasman's pass went out of bounds, and the officials saw it off of the Lions. I'm not sure if I ever saw it get touched by a player in white, but that's the call. Fasman keeps the possession. Parouche now. He gets a pick from Shapiro. Ball's on the floor. See who picks it up. Another turnover. Here comes Coonrod. Lions looking to run. Had Halbert in the left corner. Here's Coonrod from just inside the three-point line. Sweet jumper there. Finally gets it to go.
If he gets on track, it looks like he's really got a beautiful stroke. Really nice looking shot.
First lead of the ball game for JDS. They're up 13-11. Under 30 seconds to play in the second quarter. Now driving baseline. That was Mashiach. He's thwarted by Unger. Lions rebound the miss. They'll have a chance to hold for the last shot of the half. Down to 10. Here's Halbert. Gets it to Kuhnreich. Looks for a shot, doesn't have it. Sends it back out. Now he's got a long three at the buzzer.
Good.
It's good. Nice look at that one. He was about 4 or 5 feet. That's probably a 24-footer right there.
That was a really nice looking shot. We had a great angle at it, and it was like really right on. And like we said, if Kuhnreich gets untracked and he really starts feeling that stroke, he looks like he could score from anywhere.
I believe with that three, he had the earlier three and then the two and another. He might have 10 of their 16. As it is, at halftime, JDS Lions are up on the Fasman Yeshiva 16-11. We'll have the second half in about 8 minutes. Good half of basketball, Stuart.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, kind of back and forth. First quarter was more like just kind of feeling out the opponent, if you will. A lot of patience on both teams. Good defense. A lot of energy. The Fasman Yeshiva, they have a lot of length with Golding in there, and he makes some really good defensive plays. But like I said before, the Lions have started to looks like they've gotten into their offense a little bit more, getting Kuhnreich open for some of those open threes, and he's also shown where he can drive to the basket a little bit as well. So, yeah, it was a good half of basketball.
Yeah, and a good finish to it for the Lions. They finish on a 7-0 run, and they enjoy this 5-point lead at halftime. We'll take a break and be back in about 5 minutes.
Hey, you're there. There you are. I know you know, but there you are.
There's no there. All right. Perush looks like he might have solved his keeper issue. He's got it back on his head. I assume he's got.
Having a serious discussion with the referee about that. Toddy's going to have none of that in the second half.
We will have no keeper in mouth play. It's like a mouth guard, though.
True.
All right, we're about ready to get the second half underway. Fasman led most of the first half by as many as, I believe, 4, but they find themselves down 5 going into the second half after the buzzer 3-point shot by Kuhnreich.
See if Fasman comes out here with the lead here and step up on their defense just a little bit more and see if they can maybe extend this lead and get a little breathing room here. And the Lions obviously going to try to get the ball to Kuhnreich and maybe move the ball inside a little bit as well. But the biggest thing for the Lions is they've got to do a better job on the defensive board.
Here's Fasman with the ball to start the second half. Open 3 look from Golding is no good. I have a feeling that they'd probably like to see him try to go inside and use his length. Poor decision there by the Lions, trying to full length bounce pass on the break. Thought he saw an opening there, but didn't have enough on the pass to make it through the defense. Now here's Golding, left elbow, back out to Perush. Center circle. He gets it back from Golding. They exchange the ball up high. Down to Mashiach now, sends it back out. Now here's Klein driving. Look, he got grabbed, no call. Oh, can't get the layup to go. Great job on the offensive boards from, that was Eunice, and he gets, another good opportunity
good
inside.
Length. He does a good job on the boards.
Yeah. Well,
I'd like to see him go up backboard on that, though.
A little unlucky not to be able to score there for Fasman. They're still down 5 early in the second half, 16-11 Lions. Kuhnreich, left elbow. Out by the hash mark. Now Schachter, free throw line extended. Back out to Kuhnreich. Lions clearly looking for something specific here. Now that looked like an offensive.
That's got to be offensive, yeah, absolutely.
That was Halpern a little out of control and put the shoulder into the defender. Gets called for the foul.
And again, there's just no need for that. Just move the ball around. That'll happen. The middle will open up a little bit if you could swing the ball around a little bit better.
Turnover by the Lions, gives the ball back to Fasman at 16-11. They skip it over to Eunice, right side. He dumps it into Klein. Good job. Lets the defender go up and past him. Lays it up and in. Could have drawn the 3-point play there. No foul, though. No whistle. Gets the layup to go, though. Nice interior passing between the two big men, Eunice and Klein right there. Klein converts and cuts the lead down to 3. 16-13 Lions. 6:20 to play in the third quarter. Kuhnreich left corner, guarded by Klein. Dribbles out of pressure. Now back up top. Ball swings over to Shore. He turns the ball over. A little sloppy with the basketball. Now here comes Parouche across the timeline for Fasman. Chance to tie with the 3. Here's Golding, right elbow, into the corner. Michelle kicks it back out to Golding, guarded by Shore. Eunice.
Nice ball
He gets the
movement.
ball back. Eunice gets the ball back and
put it on the floor, and he didn't need to. He needed to just go straight up with it.
And then I think
good ball movement. Nice play by Fasman. Just couldn't finish.
Eunice is very active on the offensive side. Nearly gets the steal here on the defense. Now here's Kuhnreich for an open 3 from the left corner. In and out. All his misses have been very close. He gets it now top of the key. Dribbles along the right side of the key. Now comes back out. Resets the offense. Right hash mark into the corner. Oh, nice pass across the lane, but the line on the other end of it couldn't quite get a clean handle on it. Now here's Kuhnreich. Turnaround, can't get the fader to go. Nice look, though, for him.
Yeah, it was right on.
Nice spin move. Faded away from about 8 or 9 feet. Couldn't get the shot to fall. Now here's Parouche between the circles up top. Trying to find a cutting Mashiach. Can't get it to him. Back to Golding. He's got Eunice up high. Eunice resets the offense. Now tries to flash into the middle. Parouche goes up on a taller line. Then I think that was Klein who missed the putback.
Yeah.
Now Kuhnreich thinks about getting it to Halpern or to, I'm getting my Shore and my Halpern mixed up, and then a nice long 2 there from Kuhnreich.
Again, he's got a really nice smooth stroke. And he's starting to obviously get more confidence built as he continues to make these shots.
18-13 now, Lions back up by 5. Again, another nice pass, this time from Golding to Klein. Klein gets fouled going up, and he's going to have 2 shots. So the Lions are doing a good job of getting the ball to a big man flashing across the lane, and then he looks to dump down low to Klein on the block. That's gotten them 2 points and now 2 free throw opportunities here early in the second half. Klein made 1 of 2 earlier. The big man this time, first one is way short, just grazes the front iron. Yoni Aberman checks back in the game for Fasman, replacing Donnie Mashiach. Klein will have a second. It's up and can't get it to roll over the front end of the iron, front of the rim. Lions nearly tipped the rebound out of bounds, but they retrieve it. Now here comes Halpern. I'm having trouble getting Halpern and Shore. I keep on wanting to call them both by the other one's name.
Well,
but
Halpern's the lefty.
Okay. And he is Halpern, and I should know that by this time. But now a long 3 goes in and out by Callender. Nice look, couldn't get it to fall. Lions have had a number of decent-looking 3s, just not quite fall for them. Otherwise, their lead could be larger than it is. As it is, they're up 5. Oh, again, another nice pass into Klein, and then he drives hard to the basket, head down. Might have been able to just go straight up with it 1 step to the rim, but he put it on the floor. In the end, draws a foul, and
he drew a foul and a foul.
He did do a foul. He was flagrantly fouled. He'll have 2 more. He just missed 2 a moment ago, and this one is also short. All 3 of these last free throws from Klein have been short. Needs to adjust the range. So some missed opportunities here for Fasman. They could have cut into this 5-point lead. Now Klein misses another one. 4 straight misses for the big man. Lions look to take advantage. Skip pass to Kuhnreich in the corner. He sends it back out to Halpern. Halpern unable to corral the pass cleanly originally, but then goes back and retrieves and gets back to Halpern. Kuhnreich in the corner. Tries to dump it down to Callender. Nice steal by Eunice. Fasman looks to run after the turnover. Eunice wants the ball, gets it. Kicks it into the corner to Aberman. Aberman's trapped, gets it out to Eunice, who loses the handle. Steal, Halpern on the other end, goes up over Eunice and gets it to fall. And the lead is 7. Opportunistic play there for the Lions.
Absolutely. Nice pass up ahead, actually. Who made the pass? Is that Kuhnreich?
This young man right here, Halpern.
Halpern made the
Brett
basket.
Halpern. Brett Halpern.
Oh, Brett Halpern.
There's 2 Halperns I'm now realizing.
Okay. All right.
The junior guard, number 21.
Now Fasman starting to
getting a little bit careless with the basketball. Sloppy. Oh, and then Kuhnreich loses it trying to go behind his back. Now here's Golding. harassed by.
Coach Scheinman might need to get a timeout here. It's getting a little hairy, the pace for Fasman. I think they need to slow it down a little bit. They can't run with the Lions for sure. Not many people can run with Lions.
No, it's not advisable. Now here's Golding for
no chance.
Probably an ill-advised three. Didn't really have possession. The ball was kind of on his palm.
Right.
Also maybe slightly out of the range, about 2 feet behind the three-point line. There's a reason why he was open from there. I mean, there's not, sometimes you let a guy, if someone hits from there, you tip your cap if you were wearing one. And now Golding, quick hands, gets the steal.
That could have been a double dribble, actually.
Oh, and then maybe a little bit too razzle-dazzle, but fortunately, after going behind the back and nearly losing it, Eunice is right there to pick it up and puts it in, the lead back to 5. Now here's Kuhnreich. Free throw line, about a foot or two behind the free throw line, gets it to fall. And Coach McLeod immediately calls a timeout and said, we'll have no more of that. Let's stop that momentum right now.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, he's got to be only had maybe one timeout left.
Well, he's called 3. I don't know, what is it, 3 fulls and 2 2:30?
2:30s or something?
I think that's his third timeout right there. But he, again, he's, sort of an activist coach. He obviously has something he wants to talk about and saw the chance to call the timeout there. But nice job by Kuhnreich to dribble up, find his spot about a foot behind the free throw line, gets it to go. 22-15.
Yeah.
Lions back up by 7.
I mean, again, Kuhnreich is really starting to impose his will on this Fasman team. I have trouble with the Fasman team not having a mascot or a, what do you call it? A
mascot, yeah.
A mascot? Yeah, okay. It's just Fasman. Sort of like Fasman. Madonna.
Very European soccer-like.
You're right.
I mean, or any European sport. They just have, club names. No need for the mascot.
If anybody out there has any genesis on why Fasman does not have a mascot, let's get.
It's probably
Josh.
some sort of a. It's probably from. It's probably Derisa, if I'm not mistaken. Cannot. I don't think it's appropriate to
moniker
sort of,
an animal. They could be the cardinal.
Fasman has a nice. Oh, the number. Who was that? Zev Lafer had an open 3, but chose not to take it. Now Eunice gets a rebound on the offensive side and then gets fouled going back up with it. I think the referee's saying it was on the floor. But again, Eunice doing a really nice job of giving Fasman every opportunity they can get. They trail by 7 with 1:23 to play in the third quarter. They enjoyed the lead most of the first half, but since late in the first half, they have not been able to get really anything going consistently on offense. Klein has a nice look, but Unger does a good job of defending and then rebounds the miss. Now on the other end, Halpern, a little out of control, misses the layup. Now here's Parouche.
I think it may be off of his foot. Yeah, absolutely.
He's claiming he might have gotten a little bit of
knee in the gluteus maximus.
Right. Referee didn't see it. That often happens when you get kneed on the back. Oh, nice skip pass to the younger Halpern for a 3 and gets it to go. Brett Halpern for 3 extends the lead out to double digits. 10-point Lions lead, 50 seconds to play in the third quarter.
This game is really moving along at a fast pace.
Now Eunice, left elbow back to Parouche. Parouche tries to penetrate on 3 line defenders and loses the handle. Now Callender.
Good job by the Lions to pull the ball back out.
Halpern,
nowhere to go.
The Halperns exchange the ball up top. Pass to the right baseline. The Halperns once again exchange the ball on up high and over to the younger Halpern. Now Joel Halpern. There's Brett. Gets it over to Shore. Shore either traveled or got tied up. I think the possession arrow is going to stay on this side. But that would give Fasman the ball to start the fourth quarter. So probably not the worst thing. You'd probably rather have the ball to start the quarter than to have it here with this 3 seconds left. Now inbounds play with 3 seconds left here along the right sideline. Halpern has Unger, gets it to him. Now here's Callender, puts up a long three at the buzzer. Would count if it goes, but it's well short.
Good defensive spot there for Fasman. As you said, they get the benefit of now having the ball at the beginning of the quarter, and also kind of broke up the momentum that the Lions had there. But Fasman's going to have to find a place for some scoring. They're getting some offensive rebounds. They just can't put the ball back in the basket.
Can't get anything to fall on the interior. They trail by 10 going into the fourth. It's 25-15, low-scoring affair. On the other side, I see the visiting team, which would be the lower-seeded team in Tier 1, actually leads 26-22. Is that actually still with 1 minute left in the they're a quarter behind. Yeah, I think they started about 15 behind. 15
no, they're
after.
actually a half behind.
No, we're about to start the fourth.
Oh, we're about. I'm sorry, you're right. You're right.
About a quarter and a half time behind us.
Right.
I've been impressed by both of these squads. We had not seen either of these teams play yesterday. Both of them coming up on the short end. The Lions actually led, if I remember correctly from watching the scoreboard over here, they led most of their game before falling late to the RASG Warriors. So they find themselves here in Tier 2 in a quarterfinal matchup with Fasman. Fasman will have the ball to start the fourth quarter, trailing by 10. Eunice will send the ball inbounds to Perush. Zev Lafer on the floor as well for Fasman, along with Klein and Yoni Aberman. And now get a quick foul by the Lions. Brett Halpern gets called for the push. Nearly had a steal. Now under the basket, Fasman brings the ball inbounds. Tries to get it to Klein, can't get it to him. Then this pass is likely to be stolen, but Eunice did a nice job of trying to keep it alive for Fasman, but unable to do so. Ball goes out of bounds. Now here come the Lions, up by 10. Coonreich guarded by Lafer. Here's Brett Halpern. Gets it into Unger. Coonreich thought about an open three, but they continue to rotate the basketball. Now back up to Halpern on top. Resets the offense. Nearly stolen. Good trap. Now right baseline, Callender. He's guarded by Klein. Finds Unger inside the free throw lane. Can't get the shot to fall. Lafer does a nice job of getting the board, and then looks like Eunice took a shot maybe to looks like Eunice maybe got hit in the neck or shoulder. Just kind of clutching. Just seems to be in some pain. Yes, he seems to be saying he got elbowed by an opponent. Players being aggressive. .7:18 to play. Fasman's still down 10, but they'll have the ball after this injury timeout to attend to Eunice on the ground. Michael Eunice, the junior.
Do we have medical assistants in the gym? I don't see any yet.
He seems to be okay. Again, I think he just took a shot to the neck or shoulder area. I like his eyewear too. Kudos to Michael Eunice's optometrist for a good-looking pair of glasses on that young man. Nice frames.
Guys.
Good check-in over there. He has to sit because of the medical timeout, but he'll go back in at the next whistle. Oh, good job of Golding. Oh, maybe could just go up with that. And then a great block by Unger and Coonreich. I don't know which one got it. And then Klein retrieves the blocked shot and then gets fouled going up, he'll have 2 more free throws. He just has to find a way to convert them. He's 1 for 6 so far. Unger gets called for the foul. Eunice will come in after the first free throw attempt.
Feels like we got a cold front coming through the gym right now.
Klein can't get it to fall. Eunice is going to come in for Shapiro. Here's Klein again. His second free throw arcs it a little higher, misses it, but nice job getting the rebound by Yoni Aberman. Another chance for Fasman. Golden. He gets the ball. Halpern closes in on him.
Good defense here by the Lions again. Very athletic. They've extended it a little bit now.
Pass finds its way to Eunice. Look like he got foul going up. No call. Yeah, he's clutches his mouth. I think he got reached in on it. And then a bump from Klein.
And again, there's Fasman. Fasman also is not getting back on defense. The Lions are having too many opportunities on the fast break here.
Shore will have 2 free throws. Chance to increase the lead to 11 for the first time. Here's Shore. Eyes the mark. Gets it to go. And the Lions have just sort of slowly extended this lead. They went on a run late in the first half to get their first lead and then ended up 5. Third quarter just saw them slowly extend out to 10, and now that's actually our first point of the fourth quarter with 6:39 to play. Second one. Some debate about when the players can go into the lane.
Oh, he's saying that anyone that's not in the lane has to wait till it hits the rim. If
for
you're
sure.
Coming in from the outside.
I didn't see if that. Yeah, only
Right.
in the NBA can someone come from outside the lane,
right,
and create that sort of dunk rebound
Tony
opportunity.
Allen type of situation.
Michael Jordan used to do it occasionally back in the day, but that's the only level I believe where someone can come from outside the lane and in like that. Turnover on the other side. Lions now with another offensive set. Calendar, top of the key, guarded by Golden.
Nice pass.
Good cut there from Shore. Gets the layup to go, and the lead is now 13. Again, just sort of a slow extension. There's not like the Lions are blowing Fasman out.
Yeah,
just kind of consistently scoring enough, and then Eunice does a nice job. They're getting good looks, just not getting enough of them, and then not converting when they do get them.
Exactly.
Lead back down to 11.
And even that went in, but they're still not using the backboard.
Calendar guarded along the left baseline, and then I think Klein gets called for a reach. Coach Scheinman strongly advises his player not to complain to the referee. That's not what they're here for. He wants them to just play basketball. Ooh, pass back into the backcourt to Shore. Golden thought about going for it, but saw he didn't have the chance. Didn't get burned coming back the other way. Now here's Shore driving on Golding. His pass goes out of bounds. Chance for Fasman now to cut the lead back down to single digits. Down 11 with 5:31 to play. Still a lot of time left. The elder Joel Halpern checks back in for Brett. I'm assuming brothers. One's a junior, one's a senior. Again, anybody wants to pass along any information about either of these teams can get me here on Twitter at JT on the Cards. At JT on the Cards. Now Eunice tries to go up and under, can't get it to go, but another good look there from Fasman. They can't convert. Now here's a chance maybe on the second chance opportunity. Briefly had the Lions out of their defense, couldn't take advantage of it. Now Golding sends it over. Now Lafer gets it to Klein. Here's Golding, open three, thinks about it, decides otherwise. Now Klein, again, a nice pass to a cutting. And they run that play a lot. This time it was Klein to Eunice. Now Eunice will have 2 free throws. Let's see if he can convert.
Eunice does a really good job of moving without the ball and getting himself open. And his teammates are recognizing it, and now they're getting it to him. He's had some opportunities to score some points here.
Fasman's going to look back on some missed free throw opportunities. If they're not able to come back and win this ball game, they trail by 11. Eunice is going to have 2 here. It's 28-17. First one is good. Nice stroke from the 6'4" junior. Lead back down to, what's the lead?
It's
lead's 10.
9.
No, it should be 10. I think they might have gotten 2 for that one. Should be 28-18. Second one's no good. After the miss, ball's on the floor. And Halpern gets called for the walk, and scoreboard has been corrected. It's 28-18. Lions with the lead, but then after the missed free throw, I think Halpern was on the ground and got called for the whistle for the foul. Caleb Gershengorn into the game for the first time for the Lions, by the way, number 37. And here's Eunice flashes, has an open look, doesn't take it, then gets, no, it looked like he got hit.
He got fouled on that one.
Looked like he got fouled down low going up, but again, doesn't complain about it. You know, he's got every right to be a little bit upset about some blown calls on that side.
Swing it, they got Kuhnreich. Oh.
Could have cut that lead to 8 here. Here's Kuhnreich now for kind of
every
curled.
one of his misses are in and out.
It's
amazing.
He's in the cylinder all day, just having some shots not fall for him. Now here's Klein. Has the defender on his hip. Passes off
gotta be 3 seconds, no?
Then another close-in miss from Eunice. Working hard to create space, just can't get the shot to fall. And now Coach McLeod calls another timeout. Wants to talk about things.
His team had the numbers. He was like, well, no, sir. Slow this down.
It's kind of like a wrestling official, just, you know, want to make sure one side doesn't have an advantage there. That was an unusual time to call for the timeout, but he's granted his wish. He gets a full timeout, 4:07 to play.
Well, you say that was an unusual time to call a timeout, but I think 4 out of the 5 timeouts he's called have been unusual, so that must be his MO.
Likes to keep everyone guessing. The lead is 10.
Listen, he's a big fella. He can do whatever the hell he wants. He reminds me of John Thompson over there with the towel on the shoulder.
Does have a bit of a John Thompson look to him. Lions up 10, but Fasman has had numerous opportunities to score on the interior and just can't get those close shots to fall. That and some missed free throw opportunities. They trail by 10. Interesting that Gershengorn, who hadn't played the whole game, comes in here in the fourth quarter. Maybe he's a defensive specialist. Bring him in to.
Well, we know he has fouls.
He does have fouls to give as well. He's still in the game, along with Shore, Joel Halpern, Kuhnreich, and Callender. Golding, Klein. Now we see Yehuda Plotkin into the game now for Fasman, along with Eunice and Lafer. Both teams going deep to the bench now here in the fourth quarter. There's Kuhnreich. Looks like the Lions are going to try to make Fasman extend the defense. Coaching staff for Fasman imploring their defense to stretch it out a little bit. They have to come out and put some pressure on the ball. Now here's a steal. Good job by Yehuda Plotkin just into the ball game. He gets a steal and gets fouled. And I believe it looks like the bonus arrow is showing, so I think Plotkin's going to get free throws. So he steps into the ball game immediately. He's going to have a chance to score. So Fasman will have free throws the rest of the way, but they have to convert. They haven't been able to do so consistently so far this game. I think they were trying to sneak Perush in there instead.
You got to wake up pretty early in the morning to pull one past referee Chris. Here.
Yeah, they've got, again, a fine crew here who, oh, wow, see is that head of school, Rabbi Dove Emerson?
No, that is Dove Emerson. We're getting the wave in town.
He heard us talking about him there.
Absolutely. He wants to
head of school of EULA. Head of school of EULA.
Absolutely.
Proud product of the Cooper Yeshiva High School.
And anybody listening from EULA, I can promise you will have no references to Bob Dylan this year.
No. Yeah, missed free throw on the other end for Fasman. they will certainly rue those missed opportunities from the line. Lions did a nice job
content to just move the ball around. No reason to press the issue here. Good ball movement. I think Fasman might have to start thinking about fouling here.
We certainly have to extend into a man type of situation and try to create a steal.
I don't even know if is the Lions in the bonus yet. Do they have fouls to give?
They do have fouls to give.
They need to probably.
Gershon
Nice.
Gordon finds Calendar. Maybe a little bit too. Didn't really need to go reverse there, and then got bailed out on a very soft foul from Perush to send Calendar to the line. Scheinman going to make him think about it. Calls a timeout. Heshke Levin going to check in for Fasman at this next opportunity.
Be our first look at Heshke. I like about Coach Scheinman. They double up on it. So like one of the brothers is talking to the team. Another brother has something specific he wants to say at this point. Coach Scheinman talking to Yehuda Plotkin. You know, so you get some education, you get some teaching along with the coaching in game. And I really like that about the Scheinman brothers or cousins. They don't really look like brothers, do they?
Well, age difference perhaps.
That might be cousins. I don't know.
But in any event, they I've been impressed with Fasman coming in. I think they've really held their own here, and this game could certainly be a lot closer than it is.
Absolutely.
I mean, as it is, it's only a 10-point difference. There's 2:46 to play. There's still an opportunity for them to come back.
But they missed a lot of opportunities, a lot of close shots around their glass. Correct.
And some free throws. Free throws have certainly been a factor for Fasman.
And the Lions, since the first quarter, have actually gotten into their game. They run very well. They run under control, and Fasman just hasn't really gotten back. And of course, they got some big-time scoring in the second and third quarter from Coonrye.
Good job by Calendar there at the line, coming out of this out of this timeout. He extends the lead back to 11. Eyes the second. Also perfect, two really perfect free throws there and that's kind of a microcosm of the game, is that the Lions they haven't been to the line much, but they've taken advantage of the opportunities they've had, be it at the line or open looks, while Fasman has been unable to do so on the other end. Eunice is looking for a kick there. Ball probably did go off the foot of the defender. Doesn't get the call. Turnover. Gives it back to the Lions. Up 12. Nice job there by Gershon Gordon to bring it back out. Could have gone up with it. Didn't have confidence in the position he was in. Now here's Coonreich along the baseline. Oh, can't get that little 10-footer to go. Dodged a bullet there for Fasman. Now here's Klein bringing the ball up. Sends it across to, that was Heshke Levine. And then on the miss, looks like Perush is going to get to the line. Perush got fouled going up by Gershon Gordon. Another timeout. Try to talk about what Coach Scheinman would like to see his squad do here over the last 2 minutes. See if they can somehow put together a comeback. They're down 12. What's on the other side? Is that Hafter?
Yeah, Hafter's playing.
Is that Hafter versus Nuju?
Could be.
6 versus 3?
Could be.
I believe Hafter up 2 right now. Yeah, I think that is. That's a good game. Over on court 2. You're looking to check out that action. All right, after the timeout, Perush is going to have 2 free throws. Fasman has had a number of opportunities at the line that if they could have converted at a relatively high percentage of, could be within a couple of possessions. As it is, they find themselves down 12. Perush will step to the stripe. Sets himself. Eyes the mark. Good. Maybe would have liked to have seen him there a little bit more often than some of the other participants who weren't able to convert. He makes both, cuts the lead back to 10. They set up their full court defense. Coonrod trying to bring it in off Golding. Gets it to Callender. Callender has a cutting Shore, and Shore gets the layup to go. Good job of breaking the press there for the Lions. Lead 12. Golding over to Eunice. Now back to Golding. Dribbles towards the top of the key, gets it to Eunice in the corner. Eunice tries to get it into Klein, but the ball is stolen. A little bit too many Lions there to try to force that pass inside. Oh, and then Golding with another nice tip away. He's got such quick hands. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with the steal. Now here's Coonrod. Dribbles away from pressure. Back towards the center circle. Now along the baseline. Oh, and they find Halpern in the lane. He gets the shot to go, and the lead is 14. Looks like the Lions are going to end up protecting this lead and going to come away with a victory here, but hard fought. Now here into the corner. A long three from Levin is no good. Goes out of bounds. Lions will have the ball up 14. Coach Scheinman wants to see the full court defense extended. Try to get a steal. They try to trap in the corner, can't get it. Short. Now Callender dumps it off to Coonrod, who gets the layup to go, and the lead is 16. Again, final score is not going to be indicative, I think, of the competitiveness of this game. Lions pulling away here late with some baskets in garbage time. Oh, and then Golding can't get the three to go. It goes out of bounds, and I think that Coach Scheinman might advise his squad to pull it back here and not give any fouls up. Lions do a nice job of calmly breaking the press. Now that was Gershengorn gets a bucket late. I don't think he scores very often, so he's pretty excited about it. And again, this was not an 18-point game. This was not a game in which one team really was
no, not at all.
Sort of doubling up the other. Very close, hard-fought game. Fasman had chances, unable to take advantage of those. And they're going to come up a little short, but again, the game was a lot closer. I heard that this morning. A lot closer than the final score would indicate. Missed free throw there for Golding. Coonrod might be more well advised to just eat that ball right there. That's a little bit rubbing it in right there, but he gets the bucket to go. The lead is 20. Again, you look at the score and see that the Lions doubled up Fasman, but again, this was not the type of game that you would say that one team was twice as good as the other.
Oh, absolutely not. Absolutely. There was just way too many lost opportunities there for Fasman to get this game a lot closer than it could have been.
And in the end, Lions go on about an 8-0 run late to just, like I said, kind of in garbage time over the last minute to extend the lead out to that larger margin. But a entertaining, good basketball game to get us started here on Friday morning. And we're going to be up next here with a Tier 1 battle between the Eula Panthers and the Frisch. What we got?
East Coast versus West Coast.
The Frisch Cougars got an all-cat battle coming up here in our second game. So we'll have that in probably about 10 minutes. So if you're from either of those schools, please tune in. We'll look forward to bringing the action to you.